Imagine a battlefield where the pressure is literally heavier than gold, where millions, sometimes billions, of hearts beat in the exact same second, and where history isn't just watched, it's written in real time. We're dropping right into the greatest football story ever told, the FIFA World Cup. We're going to explore the drama, the heartbreak, the sheer miracles, and the icons that transformed a simple game into the biggest show on earth. One ball can freeze entire countries. One goal can create a legend forever. That perfectly captures the absolute life-or-death gravity of what we're dealing with here. We are talking about human greatness under the brightest, most unforgiving lights on the planet. You know, long before this became a global obsession, football already had its local heroes and regional rivalries, but it completely lacked a united world stage. There was no single battleground to determine the absolute best, and that is exactly where the ultimate dream took shape. The idea to create that united stage was incredibly simple, yet totally historic. And it all boils down to just this number, 1. A tournament of nations featuring one trophy, one champion, and one single chance to become immortal. That singular focus, that's exactly what gives this competition its unimaginable stakes.
Let's trace how this phenomenon exploded. Boom, 1930, Uruguay claims the very first crown, proving right out of the gate that football had the power to unite a fractured planet. Fast forward to 1958. We see the arrival of a teenage sensation named Pelé, lifting Brazil to greatness and linking the tournament forever with pure joy. Then, by 1966, the stakes evolved into intense, sometimes highly controversial national glory, with England winning on home soil featuring that iconic Geoff Hurst hat-trick, moments that are literally still debated today.
Forging the mythology. Okay, let's dive into this because as the decades pass, the tournament completely transformed from just deciding a winner into an arena that forged actual mythology. We entered an era where players didn't just play the game, they shaped its very meaning. And no team shaped that meaning quite like Brazil in 1970. This squad, with Pelé central to their journey once again, built their standard on mesmerizing attacking movement, a totally fluid style, unbelievable individual brilliance, and just flawless team chemistry. They didn't just win trophies, you guys. They won hearts. They turned football into an expression of art and freedom, creating a beautiful global standard that every single nation still dreams of reaching today. Section 2. Geniuses and Tactical Revolutions. Moving into the 1970s, we really see the tournament evolve into a living, breathing museum of football styles. It became a battlefield of intellect, where tactical geniuses collided head-on. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer contrast between the two unstoppable forces of 1974. On one side, you have Germany, emerging as a footballing giant built on relentless discipline and absolute power. On the opposing side, the Netherlands, completely redefining the sport with daring creativity and high-level intelligence. Two completely opposing philosophies clashing on the ultimate stage. That Dutch philosophy was known as total football, spearheaded by the visionary Johan Cruyff. Cruyff wasn't just a player, he was a profound thinker of the game. And even though the Netherlands didn't win that specific tournament, their style of movement, spacing, and versatility changed how football was understood forever. It really goes to show that this competition doesn't just reward the winners, it rewards those who innovate and evolve the sport itself.
Section 3. Maradona's Dual Nature. Let's jump ahead to 1986. A new storm arrives. Diego Maradona. Passion, genius, pure chaos, the sheer will to dominate. Maradona showed this extraordinary ability to carry an entire team almost single-handedly, turning the absolute highest pressure into pure inspiration.
And everything you need to know about Maradona, and really football itself, happened in one single match that lives in memory like a thunderbolt. Step 1, the highly controversial hand of God. Then, Step 2, just moments later, the breathtaking goal of the century, a solo run of unbelievable genius. These two moments, back to back, perfectly capture the dual nature of football. Intense controversy, sitting right alongside undeniable beauty.
Section 4. A global cultural phenomenon. As we transition into the 1990s and 2000s, the tournament shifted once again. It stopped being just a sporting event and transformed into a shared global language. Children who didn't speak the same words could still talk about the exact same save, the same goal, and the same heartbreak.
During this era, the tournament's emotional and commercial reach expanded drastically. In 1994, Brazil won again, massively boosting the commercial power of the sport. In 1998, France showed the immense power of unity and home support to claim victory. And then, 2002, Brazil reclaims the throne, driven by Ronaldo. After devastating injuries, doubts, and suffocating pressure, he returned to deliver when it mattered most. And this brilliantly illustrates a key point. True legends are built not just by success, but by overcoming deep pain and monumental setbacks.
Section 5. The Modern Tactical Eras. Moving right into the 21st century, the stakes got even higher. The game got faster, the analysis became instant, and nations began to forge entirely new philosophies to conquer the ultimate judging stage. Every generation brings a completely new blueprint for excellence. In 2006, Italy claimed the crown through tactical brilliance, defensive mastery, and holding their nerve in penalty shootouts. Then, 2010 arrived, a historic tournament of enormous symbolic power, being the first ever on African soil. There, Spain introduced a stunning era of patience, passing mastery, and control, proving with players like Xavi and Iniesta that intelligence could conquer power. And in 2014, Germany evolved the game yet again, peaking with machine-like efficiency and ruthless discipline.
Section 6. Modern Immortality and Legacy. Today, in the modern era, global audiences have completely exploded. With advanced technology and instant worldwide analysis, every touch, every pass is debated in real time. The pressure on superstars to achieve immortality is heavier now than it has ever been in human history. And honestly, no one represents that modern burden quite like Lionel Messi. His journey was this emotionally exhausting narrative of carrying enormous expectations just to shape a universal legend. I mean, he had conquered absolutely everything at the club level, but the World Cup? It demands something more. Club football can make legends, sure, but the burden Messi carried proves that this is the only stage on earth capable of taking a great player and transforming them into a universal legend. So the crucial point is that it all comes down to just 90 minutes. 90 minutes of beautiful chaos that perfectly reflects our connected world. And it's not just the superstar goal scorers who find glory in those 90 minutes either. A crucial tackle in the box, a calm pass under intense pressure, a desperate save. These moments produce unsung immortals in every single position. We're talking about the fighters, the defenders, the goalkeepers who do the hard work when nobody is watching. Which brings us to the future. Who will write the next unforgettable chapter? Every single tournament brings new dreams, new heartbreaks, and new faces. Somewhere, right now, a young player is training in complete silence, dreaming of glory under those blindingly bright lights. Somewhere, a nation is waiting for its next miracle. This story belongs to all of us, and the next legend is just waiting to be born. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you in the next one.